Hello, students of Standard 10. Welcome once again in this YouTube channel of Montbretia. Once again, I am here with the same chapter in your political science federalism. I have already defined federalism. Federalism is a form of government in which the power of the central government is being divided or been shared with the state government or in the lower part of the government. So, in this sense, federalisms are contrasted with unitary government. What do you mean by unitary government? Where only one central government is in power. Central government is the main authority of the total country. That is unitary form of government. Under the unitary system, either there is only one level of government or the subunits are subunits, means other lower level of government are under the central government. The central government can pass on orders to do this and that to the subordinate government, in unitary system of government. But in a federal system, the central government cannot order the state government to do something, because state government has power of its own for which it is not answerable to the central government. So both these governments are separately answerable to the people. Suppose there are some provisions or there are some laws or there are some areas where central government is the main authority, like finance, like external affairs. Whatever they will do, they will not ask the state government. They will look only after the whole country. All throughout the country's work, defense, finance, external affairs, these all are under the central government. So whatever they will make, state government cannot interfere. And there are certain residuary powers which are only given to the state government. And those powers which state government execute in their own state, central government cannot interfere in that. So this is federal form of government. But in a unitary form of government, whatever the central government will say, all other subordinate government have to follow it. So there are some features of federalism. What are those? There are two or more level of government. Different level can be also called as tiers. Two tiers or two tiers of government. So different tiers of government govern the same citizens. See, those who are living in Gujarat, Bihar, Bengal, they are also the citizen of that particular state as well as the citizen of the country. So central government is having power on them, state government is also having power on them. So state government or central government, whatever they do, they are doing for the same type of citizens. But each tier has its own jurisdiction. Their jurisdiction. What do you mean by this word jurisdiction? The word jurisdiction means the area over which someone has legal authority. The area under which someone has legal authority. So state government is having legal authority on its own state, but central government is having legal authority to the whole country. So, when state government acts in a state, central government will not interfere. But there are some powers where central government can interfere. Central government can take steps on the state government. The jurisdiction of the respective level or tiers of government are specified in the constitution. Now, there must be some fight, there must be some collision that this is my power, that is my power. So which power will be looked after by which system of government? State government will look or central government will look. It is mentioned already in the constitution. So government, whether it is of state or of central, has to go through or has to work according to the constitution, means according to the laws mentioned in the constitution. So the federal system thus had dual objective, two work they are having: to safeguard and promote unity of the country, while at the same time accommodate regional diversity. Means the state central government, in a federal form of government, in a federalism, central government has two work to do. They have to see dual things. What are those? One, unity of the whole country. They should not do any such activity. They should not produce any law, or they should not make any law. They should not act in such a way that the unity of the country will be in problem. The unity of the country cannot mean, they should not act in such a way that the unity is being diversified. They have to see that. And moreover, they should, means while at the same time accommodate regional diversity, means that our country is being divided not in a linguistic, not in a regional, not in a linguistic or any religion basis. Our country has been divided in a regional basis. So that regional diversified, whatever it has been given, that diversity should be maintained. Means central government also should see which state is having which type of problem, and that problem will be solved by, suppose Bihar is a state. So whatever the state government will act, they will act according to the Biharis living over there. Not only Biharis, all the persons who are the inhabitant of Bihar are called Biharis, whether they are Bengali, whether they are Muslim, whether they are Christian. What they are called Bihari, in the sense, since they are living in Bihar. So the state government knows much better what are the conditions of Bihar, people living in Bihar, in which conditions they are living. So the central government should not interfere in that way of living. They should not act in such a way, they should not pass any law for that particular state in such a way that their sentiment will be hampered. So central government in a federal form of government are having two different work. One is to look about the unity of the country, and moreover that state or regional diversity should also be maintained. So in this video up to here, in my next video I will go through another topic. Thank you.